I'm Lisa K. Donner, along with Jeff Charles, Sarah Cowgill, Andrew Moran, and James Fife. And this is the Conservative Five, Liberty Nation's online TV news program. When Joe Biden took office in January, he took pen to paper and immediately halted construction of President Trump's big, beautiful border wall. Well, as you can imagine, that left a big, beautiful hole, coincidentally in the most vulnerable stretches of the wall in New Mexico. A gap that accommodates the size of a semi is now allowing thousands to cross without detention. And now Border Control agents are scrambling to keep the pace with illegal alien breaches. Jeff, what is going on in this specific area of the border? Are agents really expected to do what the Biden administration refuses to do?
Yeah, I guess so, Lisa. I mean, ever since this whole situation started, I've been thinking this is a remarkable level of incompetence. I no longer think that. At this point, it's not incompetence. They're doing this on purpose. They want illegal immigrants to come to the country. Maybe I'm getting too tinfoil hat, but we all know the electoral advantages that the Democrats want that result from both legal and illegal immigration. And this situation has been handled so horribly that I can't rationalize thinking that this is being done on accident. It just doesn't make sense. Our Border Patrol agents, our Border Patrol agencies are stretched thin, and they have been for a very, very long time. The situation with the unaccompanied minors was bungled, and even some of them were abused. It's been handled poorly on every single level, and I don't know where this is going to lead. And again, like I said, we're not even past year one of Biden's presidency, so we're going to have at least 4 more years of this. This crisis is going to extend, and even if the caravans slow down, which I don't think they will, because why would they? They should be coming now because they have a president who wants them here and wants to let them in without vetting them and all the other the issues that come with it. So my thing is, yeah, this is going to continue. Our Border Patrol agents, they're doing the best job they can do. They are very competent, but they're not Superman. And Biden's allowing this hole in the wall to remain. It's part of the plan.
Sarah, you know a few people down New Mexico way. What are you hearing with your ear to the ground?
I have a good friend in the very close area of where this is all taking place. He has a big ranch down there, and the citizens have offered to show up and help Border Patrol. They're wiring tires up to keep people out. They're welding on their off hours. They are helping, try to put a plug in the hole. It's a big hole, and nobody's watching it. Nobody seems to care. Border Patrol is overrun. They can't keep up with it. And unless you want to see people holding groups of people, at gunpoint, which is a great optic, they've got to do something. Literally, they're putting tires and old chain link fences trying to cap a hole. It's awful, and the citizens are overwhelmed and overworked and being marauded. Not every illegal immigrant is a criminal, but the ones that are, they steal from them. They steal their cars. They come on their property. It's a mess down there. This is not an every now and then kind of situation. It's an every day, every hour kind of situation for those people.
Andrew, this business of putting the finger in the dike, I mean, this is not working. We have a very dysfunctional system down there.
Yeah, I'll restate my position when it comes to the border. It's all about economics. The chief principle of economics, when you subsidize something, you get more of it. Over the last year, there's been such a huge investment being made in illegal immigration, particularly at the state level. New York recently, they're spending $2.1 billion to give $3,000 cash payments to 300,000 workers. That's quite an incentive enough to sneak through the border. Colorado, they recently passed legislation. They're going to give housing vouchers, housing assistance, all these other real estate subsidies subsidies to illegal immigration, to illegal immigrants. At the federal level, the White House, they're giving undocumented eligible students about $35 billion in emergency aid so they can use things like housing and food. So this is such an incentive to cross the border, whether there's a wall there or not, or whether there's armed gunmen or not. There's all this incentive to cross the border. If you remove this subsidy, if you remove this incentive, you're going to have a huge decline in illegal immigration long term, not just over a couple of years.
Jim, do you think this is really going to be impacting our Homeland Security?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it already is. Like you said, there are people being robbed, they're being killed. This is bad for Americans, especially at the border. This is bad for the immigrants. Kelly Ballard wrote a story, was it last week, where she was talking about the rise in deaths of people trying to sneak across. I think it was like 383, I think it was, from January to July, which is a 50%, almost 50% increase from the entire year of 2020. So almost 50% more in 50% of the time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're actually seeing record numbers, especially in July. Some of the hottest months of the year, especially in my state, Texas, and Arizona, and New Mexico, and everywhere else. The numbers are going up. This is usually the time of year when it starts to go down because it's just too hot to make the journey. Not right now.
No offense, but I don't want to be in Texas in July.
I don't either, but
or any of those states in July.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Well, Homeland Security doesn't seem to be a high priority with this administration. Let's hope they wake up and smell the survey before it's too late. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks, panel. That's it for our Conservative 5 panel today. Check out our other C5 shows and segments on your favorite video platform, YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble. We're on them all. As well, Liberty Nation has its own Roku channel where you can see all of our TV productions. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to surf on over to libertynation.com. Sign up for our new member zone, just $29.99 for the year. For our post-production coordinator and editor, Frank Diorio, and executive producer, Sarah Cowgill, I'm Lisa K. Donner, editor-in-chief. Thanks so much for joining us today. This has been a production of libertynation.com, conservative news where truth matters.